I know.
I know. You want your damn
You want your damn
podcast.
podcast.
You are
Here we
now
go.
listening to I Want My Podcast Studios production. And I know you want your damn podcast. Here you go.
Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new episode of I Want My Podcast, Love During Lockup Edition. I am one of your wonderful hosts, Miguel Perez.
I'm EJ Edmonds. I'm the other one. Hello, people. Hello.
And
Miguel is he's recording from a remote location. He had to go to Massachusetts to visit his fam, and
filming.
He's filming, and I tore him away from what he was doing to catch this recap because I know y'all needed it.
Sleeping. That's how meaningless sleeping is to me. I'm willing to do this.
Fuck sleep.
Over sleep.
Sleep is for pussies.
That's what I'm saying. And since I couldn't use my notes on the phone or the computer, I literally had to handwrite everything. So
I ain't mad at you.
I got all my notes and everything ready to go. So
all right. Well, let's see what you got.
Yeah, of course. And of course, before we even start, I just want to remind everybody that we're going to be covering Love During Lockup, Season 3, Episode 67. He Loves Me, He Loves Me Not. EJ,
Can I get that a poo-poo real quick?
Please do.
Not a fan.
There was another thing that they could have used from the same dialogue, and it was forgive and forget. I would have given that one a C if they use it, but they didn't. They went with another one that had nothing to do with the show.
Oh no, I ain't like that one. I didn't like that one either, if we're being honest.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. That one would have been passable. This one, the one that they use, not good.
Yeah, not a fan. And I think are we just being petty about We TV? We talked about this before. Maybe we just petty and just don't like nothing they do.
No, because you know what? Love is Blind is also slacking.
Yeah.
Now it's just
we've been getting on them too.
Now it's what should we call it? Tequila and Beach. And it's like, wait, that's not even a good title, but that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
The one that we got to edit. Me and Riri just finished up episode 5 earlier today. I got to edit and put it out. We ended up naming that one Ayana Door 2022.
I love it
because we made a case for Salvador and Ayana being a couple.
I think that's a couple that could work.
Yeah,
honestly,
we did. We had the podcast like an hour and a half long. We was going.
Hell yeah.
So
people are gonna enjoy that for sure.
Y'all gonna get that one soon, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming.
Nice. And before we jump into anything else, I just want to remind everybody that is listening, watching in the future on YouTube that Patreon is only $1. And EJ, do you have the names of the newer Patreon members by any chance?
I can have them right here in a second.
I know.
This is what we do. Yeah. All right. So are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. So Lori.
Mm-hmm.
Myra.
Boom. Hell yeah.
And Amy.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for the love, babies. We appreciate y'all.
Kisses for your foreheads.
Yep. Kisses for your damn foreheads.
And thank you so much for joining us. Like I said, we know there's so many podcasts out there, and we feel almost honored at the fact that you chose to support ours. So thank you for your donations. We appreciate it. And EJ, you ready to start the show?
Let's go.
All right. Well, why don't we start with Haley and Dalton?
All right. So we start off with Haley. She's heading to see Dalton. She's pissed off. So she's riding there with the angry face. She feels like she's been used, and she feels like he's shady.
Yes.
And she's extra pissed because she's running off of Oreos and goldfish right now. So she's malnourished on top of everything else. Yeah. And so she's just having a fucking day. And Dalton's like, well, Haley's been ghosting me for a few days now. And then the producer asked him, because this is how messy they are, if he's been in contact with any of his exes. And he said, I don't want to go into that.
Yikes.
Yeah, shout out to WeTV though. They don't give a fuck. I love it. Like, no, let's just drag all the drama out now. Let's not wait for some carefully crafted plot twist. Hey, you cheating on her? Yeah, get right to it.
Hey, baby, are you cheating on her?
Did you commit transgressions, baby? Oh shit. And it's been about a month now that since Haley and Dalton saw each other because of the lockdowns and everything. And she pulls up to Sanders Estes Correctional Facility to try and see him. And she hops out and goes to get her goddamn answers. And then they cut back to the producer talking to Dalton, and the producer asks if he's been withholding any information from Haley. No comment.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean, if he's trying to act like he ain't do nothing wrong, he's not making a good case for himself right now. Come on, man.
Just like when they asked, what do you do with all the money she gives you? And he's like, I don't want to talk about it. It's like, you know what you're doing with it.
Well, I mean, he don't want to lie. And he's like, look, y'all ain't going to like the answer I'm fixing to give to that question. So let me just nod. Which basically is, and like what I don't understand, if that's the case, you know it's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Like your answer says it's some bullshit. You know, so I'm just kind of like, what do you think the other person's feeling? It's just like, okay, it's a lie. You just don't want to tell exactly what the lie is. It's still a lie.
Yeah.
She's still going to be as pissed. Just let it fly.
Just don't get it.
Or just lie. Whatever. I mean, this is what this show is. Just fucking lie. Like, you been in touch with your exes? Hell no, I ain't talking to none of them bitches. Right?
What do you use the money for? Noodles?
Yeah, I buy noodles and soap. That's it. I'm the best smelling inmate in this motherfucker.
Also, my dad actually watched this with me, and he goes, he's in jail? I'm like, yeah. He goes, why has he got a nice haircut? I'm like, probably because he spent $500 on his haircut.
Yeah, he probably can. Do you think he's paying off a bully?
That's definitely not a possibility, but he could have said
protection
that.
Or something.
He could have said that to her and she would have believed it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he don't look like a scrapper. He probably could have got away with that.
Yeah.
Like, look, I'm a little frail white dude, man. I need some help up in here. And I've been paying Nook to keep motherfuckers off of me.
Nook and sunshine.
I've been paying Nook to watch my back. Yeah. And then after that we see Haley running back out to her car, and apparently they don't do same day visits. So she's hoping that he'll call again. And he does. Right? And just like that, the phone rings, and here comes the moment of truth. She pulls over to talk. She's like, look, I ain't about to have this conversation while I'm driving, because I will run into somebody just because I'm pissed off at you. So let me just get from behind the wheel of this thing and talk to you like standing. And she gets out of the car and everything. She's like, yeah. So, he reads her a poem the second he gets on the phone, because he knows like, hey, you about to be pissed about something, so let me go ahead and write you some poem that sounds like some shit Hottie would write. Right?
Roses are red, violets are blue. Who's giving money to me? Oh yeah, it's you.
Trying to smooth over whatever the fuck he did to mess up. He's trying to smooth that over. And then you see Haley Melton, and she's like, oh, he's so good with words. He should run for president. And I'm sitting there, and I was like, on top of the fact that I was like, you're melting over this ridiculous bullshit. Okay. And then second of all, I was like, no, Haley, don't do it. Fight this. This dude ain't shit. Get the fuck up out of there. And you know what I mean? And she has some words that she needs to be good with too. So she gets to it. Long and short, she tells Dalton, "Fuck you."
Those are not good words.
Yeah,
but I get the idea.
That's the long and the short of the conversation. Fuck you, Dalton. Right. And you know, I mean, because she was sitting there, and then he was like, "Well, if somebody's in prison, aren't you supposed to be sending them all your money? That's what you do." It's like, wait, what?
No, it's not.
And I was like, Dalton, just stop talking, man. Just stop talking. And you know, then he hangs up on her, and she flips off the prison and says, "Fuck you, Dalton," again, in hopes that Dalton would see it from his window.
You think Dalton's just sitting there with one hand on the window and one tear rolling down his cheek with a sad face, just like
with a sign that says, "Please send money," right?
Please send somebody or something. What a fool.
Oh shit. And you know, she feels at this point, she was like, "Look, I tried to hang in there, but this is just like your analogy with the machine with the quarters."
Yeah.
All right, that her Haley getting his ex out of trouble was just that one quarter too many that sent everything toppling over the edge. That's what happened. And here she is. And Dalton, they cut to him. He says he still loves her. He feels like this is the hardest test of love anyone could go through, and that he's going to fight for Haley. And truth, I think he'll get her back. He'll come up. He has time to sit there and craft some bullshit, right? You know, get in the lab, get that pen, write some cute little Shakespeare note, you know, about what the fuck happened to the $20,000 that she done gave him. And she's gonna get him back. I don't see this one being done. But shout out to Haley for standing on her own too, at least for the moment.
For the moment, yeah, I was gonna say at least for now.
Yeah, at least for the moment. Yeah, I don't think she's done though. Cause she was like ape shit in love with this dude like 2 minutes ago. And she's been making horrible decisions the whole time. I don't think she's ready to give up this easy, because then what it's going to be, she's going to go back and she's going to tell her mama and shit. And the mama going to be like, "See, bitch, I told you he wasn't shit." And she don't want to hear that.
You're right.
She wants to just have a happy life with Dalton. You know what I mean? And his weird parents, like just that life. That's all she wants. And Dalton can't stop fucking around.
And she even bought the trailer and everything. Like they were
a trailer to live in. You know that's love when somebody get a trailer so you have some place to live.
It's real love. I mean, everybody knows that.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, shit, that's all we got for them. They didn't give us a whole lot. It was just basically her going there, getting denied, going back out to the car. Dalton calls. She says, "Fuck you." He hangs up, and she flips off to prison. The end.
How funny is that? That you call him all pissed off, and then he hangs up on you.
No, he called her.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, he hung up on her as well. It's like you were the one that called that like are pretty much breaking up with him. You're supposed to be hanging up.
Yeah, she was robbed of that though. She should have did that.
Oh,
but she can't be calling and playing on his phone because you know what I mean? You can't play on the phone to somebody that's in prison.
That is true.
Yeah, so true. It won't be any of that.
Stop playing on my phone.
And speaking of things that there won't be any of, you we ready to move on to the next couple?
Absolutely. Yes.
Let's talk about Gabby and Chris.
This is exciting news for me because this is the first
one more thing before we keep it going.
What?
I just want to tell all of the viewers that's on here. We about to hop off this live now. And I didn't want you to get into it because I didn't want to stop you once you got into the story. Hey, so for all of the people who are listening on, watching on here, thank y'all for tuning in. And to the people listening to the audio, we're gonna keep it moving. We'll run it back. Mig, can you go ahead and talk to us about Gabby and Chris?
Absolutely. And Patreon is $1.